Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've never seen me before in your entire life, my name is Brittney Gray. I'm owner and stylist at Beach Vibes Beauty Studio. A couple of weeks ago, a client came in, she got her hair done by me, and then a couple days later, she contacted me and she asked me, how come I'm trying to curl my hair the way that you did in the salon, but it's not coming out the same? Do you have any video on this or anything like that? And I didn't at the time, but that is what inspired this video, because I'm gonna quickly show you guys how to get professional results at home. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, then take a moment to subscribe. I upload new videos every single week. You won't regret it. And let's get into it now. In this video, I'm not going to go too in depth as to how you can make your curl last if your hair can't really hold a curl. The answer to why can't my hair hold a curl is a very complex answer, and I am going to do a full video on that because it goes deep. Just want to address that really quickly. So let's get into it. So my hair is clean. I went a little bit too hard with the leave-in conditioner, so it's kind of stiff. It almost feels dirty in a way. So I'm gonna start at the bottom. Ideally, if you're gonna curl your hair and wear it down, you do wanna have clean hair. It's gonna help hold the curl more as opposed to oily hair. The curling iron that I'm using today is a Hot Tools curling iron. I talk about these all the time. Hashtag not sponsored, but Hot Tools, holla at your girl. In the salon, I will typically use a Marcel iron, which does not have this plastic cap on here. I don't like to use that on myself at home because it's a little bit tricky to use on my own hair.
The curling iron that I'm using today is a 1-inch curling iron. I either use a 1-inch curling iron or a 1 1/4 inch curling iron. So when you are choosing a curling iron for your personal use, you want to remember the longer the hair, the bigger the barrel that you want to get. So if you have longer hair, meaning past your bra strap length or longer, you are probably going to want to use a 1 1/4 inch barrel. Or if you have shorter hair, like my hair, about shoulder length hair, you want to use a 1-inch. If you have even shorter hair, you might even want to use a smaller curling iron than that. It all depends on the effect that you are trying to get as well. A curling iron that has a larger diameter is going to give you more of a wave, and a smaller diameter curling iron is going to give you a tighter curl. I use a 1-inch curling iron for hair that is about above boob length or shorter, and then anything longer than that, I will use a 1 1/4 inch curling iron.
I'm gonna grab a little bit of my flexible hold hairspray. This one is by Paul Mitchell. Just gonna spray this strand, comb it through. Now you want to grab your curling iron and you want to make sure the barrel part of the curling iron, that's this side, this is the clip, this is the barrel. You want to make sure the barrel is facing the wall, or maybe you're not in front of the wall, but you know what I mean. The clip is going to be in the front part, and then you're going to grab the strand and then curl it away, or curl it in the direction that the barrel is facing. So I like to get the middle of the strand first, and then I like to feed my ends through slowly. I'll stop about mid-strand here and hold it for a couple of seconds, especially if the client has fine hair or it doesn't hold a curl. And then I just feed my ends through like that. And I just quickly go over the ends because you don't want to damage your hair too much. And then that's it. And that is how you make a curl. Now I'm going to show you more of a beachy wave on this side. So again, I'm gonna spray the back of that strand, comb it through. Whenever I use a hairspray to curl with, I always make sure that it's a flexible hold hairspray, so that way it does hold the curl intact, but it's not crunchy and hard for you to run your fingers through. If you're gonna do a beachy wave, you just do the same thing, barrel in the back and turn the curling iron in the direction that the barrel is, which obviously in this case is in the back. Now all you're gonna do, instead of feeding the ends completely through the curling iron there, you're just gonna, it's hard to do it yourself, but you're just gonna pull that out, twist it that way, and then just lightly touch the ends, and you wanna make sure the ends are more straight. You can also just pull the strand like this and hold it, and when it's cooling down, that's the form that it's going to take when all is said and done. So if you hold it straight while it's still hot like that, when you let it go, it's going to be a little bit looser, and this is going to create more of a beachy wave versus a curl like that that's more of I always call it a prom curl. I don't know why, it just reminds me of like proms and quinceañeras. I'm just gonna work my way up. On this piece, I wanted to show you guys a common mistake that I see girls making with curling irons when they do it themselves. And this is if I'm with a friend somewhere for traveling and I'm watching them do their hair. I always see them do this, hashtag not all, but hashtag not always. I feel like the most common mistake is where you're placing the barrel and where you're placing the clip. So let's say we have the barrel facing the back again and then the clip in the front. So I would take this piece and curl it going that way. But a common mistake that I see people making is taking the clip and then curling it forward, and see where that clip is bending there. You're curling it forward, and I'm not gonna pull it through because this is making me cringe. But let's just say you make a full complete curl, and that's gonna leave a weird dent going on right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me zoom you guys in really quick. Or can I zoom you in? No, I can't. Okay, cool. It's just not flattering, and then you're wondering why is my curl coming out nice? And that's one of the reasons why I feel like that's one of the most common mistakes. So again, I'm gonna grab this strand, spray a little hairspray on it, comb it through, and again, barrel in the back, clip in the front, and I'm curling in the direction of the barrel, and then I'm feeding it through. I am gonna curl a lot of the pieces away from my face, and this tutorial here is a very, very basic, standard, foolproof way to curl your hair. But as you progress in your curling skills, as soon as you learn how to properly use a curling iron, you can switch it up. You can curl pieces forward, backwards. You know, the possibilities are endless, and so many different curls create different effects. Now here is where you can start to create some volume, and you do that by pulling the piece up a little bit, barrel on the bottom, and basically whichever side your barrel is on, that is the direction that you want to curl your hair. So again, I'm feeding it through. And if it's a large strand of hair like this one is, you can hold it tight, or, you know, tighten the curling iron in there. Feed it through. It just lightly touches the end, so that way they're not frizzy, and then you leave it like that. So now at the crown of the head, this is where you can really start to build volume. Let me lower my chair a little bit. Okay. Alright, so now we can start building even more volume at the crown. This is typically where you want to start to build volume in a basic, classic, just hair down, curled hairstyle. Barrel at the bottom, we're curling in the direction of the barrel. We are feeding the hair through, and voila. If you really need volume, you can hold the strand straight up, spray it, and then barrel at the bottom. We're curling in the direction of the barrel. And I'm gonna hold this one there for a while, just because this is a pretty thick strand of hair. Now, if you want, you can clip this so that way it cools like that, and then you have even more volume. But I wanted to show you something like a little troubleshooting curl solution right now. Okay, so say you curl the piece, but like you take it out of the curling iron and it's in a weird position like that or something, and you're just like, I don't get it. Why is it like that, and how do I fix it? All you have to do, I want the curl to go back here, so I'm just gonna take this strand, twirl it around my finger in the direction that I want it to fall, and then let it go, and then see it falls nicely and looks beautiful. So that's another thing. It happens to everybody, especially depending on the angle that you're holding the curling iron at. Sometimes it can get weird. So I like to grab pieces like right here, spray it, comb it through, and I get the barrel at a diagonal angle, and then I like to pull the hair like that up off of the head, and then I'm curling back. I'll hold that, and that's going to create a little bit of volume at the top, and it's also going to make the hair flow back away from the face. Which is my vision for this look. Let's see, how do I want to curl this? I'm going to curl this one going forward-ish, kind of. just going to take that, curl it sideways, and this is going away from my face. So as you can see, the pattern that we have going on right now, when we're working around the face, we're going away from the face. For the most part, we're going away from the face in this whole entire look, but that's just gonna open up the face. Now, if you wanna create a lot of volume here, you can hold the top piece like that and hold it straight up. If you hold it more like that, you're gonna get a little bit more volume, but we don't need all that. So I'm gonna, again, curl in the direction of the barrel. Now, if you have naturally curly hair like I do, or if your hair gets a little frizzy, I like to just run the curling iron over the pieces there just so it looks nice and smooth when my hair is finished, because you know how it is, girls, if you have naturally curly hair, you don't want your roots to look all puffy and then the rest of your hair straight. It's not a good look. And lastly, the piece in the front. I did want to also say that curling your hair and styling your hair can be very complex based on your growth patterns, especially in this area here, or your hairline just in general. But like I said, you will eventually master curling your own hair at home the more you practice. Now, all I do is I just gently run my fingers through my hair. Now, look at this piece back here. Remember we did a little beach wave? See, it's just subtle. If you want to separate your curls, but you don't want it to go too frizzy or too big, you just use one finger like that and separate it into 2 pieces, 3 pieces. You can multiply it as you go. Here, I like to frame my face like that. I like to give myself a little height up here, just because of my face shape. Since my face is round, I don't like to be too flat like that. So I just like to pull this up a little bit. Another quick little trick for when you blow out or curl your hair at home is to spray the front of your bangs if you want them to stay put. For instance, my hairline isn't, if you look at me from the side, it isn't like that. It goes like that, and a lot of people, their hairline is like that too, and their fringe area will fall forward like this, and mine does that too. So whenever I want to have that nice flow and cascade on the side, I know you guys love when I say cascade, I just put it where I want to put it, and then I just spray it with a firm hold hairspray. I don't have one right here with me, but spray it with a firm hold hairspray and it will stay put like this. With a firm hold, your hair is going to stay in whatever position you want. I like a flexible hold for when I'm curling hair and I still need to work with the hair, but I need it to hold the curl. Okay? Try these tips and tricks for when you curl your own hair at home, and then if I missed anything, or if you guys have any tips of your own, then leave it in a comment down below. And also, if I did miss anything and there is still something that you guys don't understand, then leave it in a comment down below, because I love educating. I love making these videos. If you don't already, follow me on Instagram at Brittney Gray, and then join my hair group on Facebook, Hair Culture, but I'll leave the links to everything down below. And other than that, you guys will see me in my next video, and I will see you guys in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.